For all of the year, Las Vegas is known as Sin City, but in the past week, it was also known as the location for the World of Concrete. This is a trade show and convention for some 50,000 people. And you might ask, where are the 50,000 people? Well, this is the last day of the show, and it's only a half day. And your narrator is recovering from a cold and wasn't sure she was going to make it even for the last half day. But we are here. The World of Concrete is a world that occupies the entire Las Vegas Convention Center, including the front yard where there are lots of displays. So we're going to take a look at the World of Concrete. Celebrating 40 years, the World of Concrete is the industry's only annual international event dedicated to the commercial concrete and masonry construction industries, showcasing leading industry suppliers. World of Concrete features innovative tools, construction machinery, construction equipment, safety training courses, and training. Walking through the North Hall, we see things like rebar and detectable warning products, but of course I had to stop right here. This is called Pound a Potty, and I guess this is one of those things that show your strength. This is National Construction Rentals, and they rent fencing. They do rent portable toilets, portable storage, and one other thing, but it looks like we have some takers here. They're probably here with their parents and bored silly, but this is fun. It's called Pound a Potty. And the last thing they rent is portable energy, but this is portable energy of a different kind. So they get some kind of a prize, I guess, for pounding. And they've been here before, and the man says you only get one. And the giveaway is a stress reliever that looks very much like a portable potty. And if you want to be seen while doing construction work, you can add your logo to safety apparel and show up in hot orange and hot yellow. Well, here's a name that means what it says. It's a boulder buster to break rock and concrete. Stopped at this exhibit because it was real orange, and I had to ask about this piece of equipment. And what is easy grout? And this is the grout hog. You bring this piece of equipment up to a wall, like that one, and you use the hose simply to fill in the holes in the block wall so that it's one complete solid wall. I don't know that I even knew that they added things in those holes in the block wall, but indeed they do, and Easy Grout folks do it, the EZG Manufacturing Company. And look at all the equipment they have here. Can't miss it on a construction site. Leave it to the Chinese to have a beautiful exhibit. This is from Changyu Scaffolding. Looking at one humongous piece of equipment here by Conoco, and I said, what the heck does this do? What it does, it weighs and measures the materials that then are put into the concrete trucks that you see. If you would like one of these pieces of equipment, it would be like $330,000, but if you're on a budget, you can go over here, and this one is slightly different and is, I think, $280,000 or something. So if you're in the construction business, you have big equipment and big bank accounts. The mixer people must be happy because there's a big sold sign on this planetary mixer. I'm sure some kid would love this model. It is big and impressive looking, and what it is a model of a mobile paving plant. This is the Vince Hagen Company, and I'm told that the man Vince Hagen invented the idea of a mobile paving plant. You can move it to like an airport when you are paving runways, etc. So here it is. An interesting sign, made in Malaysia for the world, and it looks like what they call staging or scaffolding. This is the 13.5 liter John Deere motor, maybe in the $30,000 to $40,000 price range, used in generator sets, water pumps, etc. It's all chromed and beautiful for the show, and indeed it is lovely. A whole store in the middle of the central hall for WOC, World of Concrete gear. The store even has shirts for kids. This one is rig racing, and if you have a little girl and you want something more feminine, here's the World of Concrete Las Vegas in pink. In the central hall we have fall tech, fall protection, and lots of devices that will keep you from taking a trip down a tall building when you have no intention of doing so. This hat is a giveaway at this event. When you need protection from floods and fires, or want a structure that stands up to the worst that winter storms can dish out, you'll find there's nothing quite as reassuringly resilient as concrete. The Portland Cement Association is illustrating that point with the symbolic resilience of the practical and stylish knitted winter cap pictured below. And there it is. This piece of equipment looked rather ominous, and I was told that what it is a shear. It could be a scrap processing shear, a demolition shear. This big jaw will actually cut through the steel that's in a building, for example, or scrap pieces to make them small enough so they can be recycled. This is a Wisconsin company here in Las Vegas. Glad to be in the warmer weather. We're at the Heister exhibit, and I recognize these folks from Duck Dynasty, and this is the kind of forklift that they have, and this is the top of the line at Heister, and it could be $20,000 to $30,000. I forgot what he told me, but anyway, they're not cheap, and this one's decorated extremely nicely. If you want a free subscription, it's here to Modern Contractor. Outdoor demonstrations can be great and noisy. This is the Toro exhibit. We have a lot of electronics and need a real charging station. This is a Honda, and it is power when and where you need it, work, home, and play. You need to get 70 feet high, or you need to lift 6,000 pounds. We are here at the XMFG.com Extreme exhibit. Lots of orange buckets looking to the sky.
This is a 10-yard unit, which means it can hold 10 yards of material. It has a production rate of 60 yards an hour. So if you can continually feed material to it, you can produce 60 yards an hour. Anything you get out of a barrel, you can get out of one of these trucks. We have admix systems on the side. If you want to add color to it, or an accelerator, you can do any of those things. Anything you get out of a barrel, you can get out of this. And in fact, when you're using this type of product, this rapid setting fast track, this is the type of unit you want to use. We'll be standing on that pad in 30 minutes. So let's go back to that barrel, sitting on a freeway, in traffic, turning, and that clock's ticking. The next step in that process isn't finishing it, it's typically a jackhammer. That doesn't happen with the volumetrics. We are the biggest combined, we are the biggest, baddest dog in the volumetric industry by far. We've sold in every state in the country and virtually every country in the world. Our sales force has over 100 years of combined experience. Our service technicians, guys like Kevin right here, have combined over 100 years of experience. We've sent them into parts of the world where they don't want to go back. That's the type of service we can provide. That experience, that size, that knowledge, there's virtually no concrete application we haven't seen. That's what we bring to the table to help support you. So thanks again for coming to the demo. We're here available for questions when it's over. So thanks again.
Okay, we're going to pour about a half yard here. Pour this thing in about 30 seconds.
One of the things you'll see with this mix is that we have the ability of drying it up while we're pouring. So we start out a little bit wet, and then because we have that control here on site, we can dry it up and change that slump. You can't get that out of a barrel. You're going to get what you get. You can add more water to it, but you can never take it out.
What you're going to see here is material that's going to be fast setting, but it also acts like regular concrete. So we're cement manufacturers, not concrete finishers. Craft Tool has been kind enough to provide the tools for this little demonstration that we're putting on. So if anybody wants to come up in here and grab a mag float or a steel trowel, get your hands dirty, get a feel for how this stuff acts. During this whole week, we've been putting a fast track rapid setting resurfacer on a slab behind me here. So it's got about 4.5 inches of an overlay on top of it, which is one of the other products that we're manufacturing. It's a polymer modified material. Put it over roads, bridges, highways, anything that needs to be. It's where the wear surface is gone. You can retine it. The fast track concrete mix we just poured here. Good for bridges. This is going to simulate a full depth repair. You can use this for partial depth repair, full depth, dow bar retrofit, airport runways, roads and bridges, highways, any place where we need to get in and out. Want to get in and out quick. This product's highly durable. It's freeze-thaw stable. There's nearly no shrinkage on this. Concrete work is hard to do. I don't want to do it once, but we have to do it one time. We want to do it one time only. I don't ever want to go back and see this again, unless I'm driving over to about 70 in my car.
Slow down, did you?
Okay, 85. So it works like regular concrete. It sets up fast. It's highly durable.
Love slogans. Here's one. Make your mission possible. This show has lots of instruction associated with it. Here is one, the Scaffold and Access Industry Association Safety Boot Camp. The guys here are talking about this floor and how it was accomplished, because it is mighty shiny. All right, we're at Tough Tile, ADA detectable warning products, and I'm looking at this, and I had to ask about it. Well, apparently, the federal law, some 9 years ago, requires that for visually impaired folks who are using a stick like this, they can tell when they are about to end the sidewalk and walk into the street, because the bumps end. And we might see these in various colors. This is a kind of a fancy plastic, and this is metal. So where it snows and they're using snow plows, they may buy a metal piece. Well, I'll be darned.
All stuff, so we can strip. This is the non-tip, the parking lot decks. Yeah. So we can strip that right off. Yep, as well as just strip this in tan. You'll make that white steel in a tan.
We're going to park over here so you can see it.
Let's count them up.
Everybody likes to win.
So we got 22 left. So you got a 1 in 22 chance of winning the $100 American Express gift card. Remember?
Pretty good on Friday, and so folks are eating outdoors at Big Daddy's Barbecue. Lots of videos at this show telling you how to.
Material, it's flowing to the bottom of that crack, which is a good thing. But it's not uncommon to have to go back here, just like this, and fill the crack.
A second coat. It's a sculpture made with mortar mix.
Yeah, so he's got a trowel. He's got these little trowels, little mini trowels.
Huh.
And he just
this is in the Sacrete exhibit. And a lot of folks have stopped and looked. And this was actually a prize. A couple from Canada won this. Quite lovely. This is the theme of this show, I guess. Concrete, do it to last. This is the Increte systems, and they have examples of decorative concrete technology, which is growing and growing in popularity. Oh my, look at this. Would you ever know that that's concrete? Probably not. And here we have some Las Vegas sparkle floors. And designs. All kinds of things you can do with concrete. Beautiful, and they're for polishing and grinding. And they are from Yangyin in China. Right across from a group of exhibitors from China is this company sporting a great American flag, great big American flag. Want to color your concrete? Here are a bunch of examples of gem tone stain, penetrating translucent color dye for concrete floors, water reduced, VOC compliant, and user friendly. Well, of course, we need to have user friendly concrete floors. As I am about to leave the South Hall and the show, I ran across this beautiful floor, which I think was worked on earlier in the show, because there's some film showing this. My goodness. Artists in concrete. Love the show. Love being here. Love the beauty of concrete.